Hi, my name's Denise LaRoche, and today we're going to make a New England Maple-Pecan Apple Pie. We're going to start first with the bottom crust of the pie. I'm going to add to my food processor my flour. Then I'm going to add my salt. And then I have some natural cane sugar. I'm just going to give it a quick pulse just to mix those ingredients. Then I'm going to add my butter. I like to sprinkle it around so that it distributes evenly. Then I have my shortening. Same thing, I'm going to distribute it as well as I can. I'm going to take these ingredients and I'm going to pulse them until I get like a crumbly consistency. It's usually about 5 or 6 pulses. So now it's looking pretty crumbly. So now I'm going to add my water. I add it slowly so that it mixes well. So now the dough's come together pretty well. So I'm going to remove the dough, take my blade out. Then I'm going to put it in plastic wrap and I'm going to pop it in the fridge for about 30 minutes. Okay, so now we're going to put together the filling for the pie. I'm going to add my sugar and my flour and my salt. And I have my cinnamon. And I like to use vanilla bean in my pie, fresh vanilla bean. So I'm just going to split the bean down the middle. Open it up and just scrape the seeds out of it. I'm just going to add that to my filling mixture. Then I'm just going to stir it together till it's really combined well. You want to make sure you get the vanilla bean incorporated really well. So now my filling's ready. I'm going to go over and make my crumb topping for the top of the pie. I have my flour, my sugar, my salt, I have my pecans, then I have some butter that's been softened and I chop it up just to make it easier to incorporate. So with my pastry blender I'm just going to chop it in till I get a crumbly consistency. So now we're ready to roll out the dough, assemble the pie, we'll layer the apples with sugar and bake it. So now we're ready to roll out our dough. I start in the center and push out. So I'll just take the edge and roll it right up onto my rolling pin. Get my pie plate. I'm just going to roll it right into my pie plate. I generally lift the sides up a little bit to get it down into the plate. Then I'm going to roll the edge. Just roll it right under. So then I just take my 2 fingers and my thumb and I crimp it and press it down a little bit. So now we're ready to layer our filling and our apples. First, I'm going to put a layer of my sugar mixture. And I've sliced my apples. I like to use a mandolin. It gives me nice slices, makes easy for slicing. So then I'm just going to take my apples and start layering them. I layer them like you would a potato pancake. So now that I have my first layer of apples, we're going to place another layer of sugar, and we're going to continue this, repeating the apples with the sugar until we've used up all our apples and sugar. Okay, so we're going to put our last layer of sugar on. And then we're going to cover it with our crumb topping. So now I'm going to add a few pats of butter on top, and I'm going to place it in the oven at 375 degrees for 30 minutes. Then I'll open the oven and I'll turn the pie so it cooks evenly and cook it another 30 minutes. So now my pie is out of the oven and it's been cooled, and I have my maple syrup, which I brought to the softball point on my candy thermometer. So I'm just going to take my maple syrup, and with a spoon, I'm just going to drizzle it over the pie. I've whipped my cream, and I added some maple syrup to my whipped cream to give it that nice maple flavor. So now with my piping bag and tip, I'm just going to pipe my cream. I'll do a decorative edge. Then I have my pecans here, and I'm just going to decorate it with some pecans. And now we're done. We have our New England Maple-Pecan Apple Pie.